Hi, Pisces. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And cross watchers, you're always welcome. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides what you don't see coming, what is coming next, what is headed towards you in love, what is it that they want you to hear at this time. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening. Let's see what we have, everybody. I have playing games. Oh, boy. It came into me more as waiting for the next move, like strategizing more than playing games. But let's see where I go with that for a second. Waiting to make the next move is how I want to say it. Okay. So let's see what they're saying about that. I have ecstasy. Okay, so they're definitely attracted to you. You could be feeling they only want you for one reason. So you could be putting up a little guard around that. I have fertility. I'm just going to go with new beginning with that. It's not so much a pregnancy for many of you, but just a new beginning of some kind of new birth. And I have hidden feelings. What does this person really want? What are they trying to get at? What are they trying to do? So a little bit of a, what the heck is going on here? I have the one. Okay, is this the one? I have savage, a little bit of the prickly energy. Like I'm not getting too close. They're not getting too close. So something's going on here. I have sweet honey, a little bit of a, I can see the good side. I can see the, how we could really do well together, but I just don't know where they're coming from. I don't know what their intentions are. They're not really saying what their intentions are. So I just feel confused at this moment. I have shifting gears. Let's see where we're going. There's a part of me that says this person is kind of, I guess, waiting it out to see if they're willing to take off that mask. Okay, so they either want to prove to themselves that this is it. They're not willing to commit one way or another. So a little bit of this kind of in-between energy. And I guess that's really confusing. Let's see what the cards are saying, because right now, I mean, nobody wants to be with somebody. I can tell you right now, if it is the one, you will always know where you stand, okay? If it's the right one, then you'll know, okay? The right one shows you, shows you that they love you, okay? And if you're confused, if you're wondering, but you're spending a lot of energy and a lot of time with this person and you still feel that way, then this person might not be emotionally mature enough to be in the relationship that you want. So you want to be careful with that. The right one will always make you feel like you're the most important person to them. So keep that in mind. I have a King of Cups. I have a Knight of Pentacles. I have a Page of Swords. And I have a Hermit. I want to go with this for a little bit because I felt like I was dipping my toe in it for a minute there. I need space. I sweet talk you when I want to be with you. I'm going to say breadcrumbing with that bird, like little bird seed coming in. So you could be really struggling with, this person is having a hard time transitioning from the life that they have to being in a relationship and really being on the fence with, is that what they really want? I have a feeling that you are either going to have to wait a while for this person to get to a place where they are comfortable with their feelings. They are carrying some kind of weight on their shoulders, is how it just came into me. It could be past wounds, every other relationship they've been in never worked out. I need to take my time. I've got to take it slow. So those are things that they tell themselves. Doesn't mean that it's not going to work. It doesn't mean that it's not somebody that you want to be with, but this person's going to go through this kind of whole emotional process to be with you. And you could be going through that with somebody right now, that you kind of feel like they get close to you and they say all the right things, and then they pull away a little bit and they go back into their little hermit cave and they need space. And sometimes when people are falling in love and starting to have feelings for somebody, they do retreat. So don't take the retreating as they don't want to be with you either. They're taking their time to think about what it is that they really want. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that, as long as they're not, using you when they want to use you, and then when they want to be by themselves, they're by themselves. I have a Wheel of Fortune. Okay. The wheel is spinning, Spirit's saying. So it's almost like I need the wheel to stop a little bit. The wheel is kind of going round and round. So there's a sense of, when is it going to kind of stop on this is where we're supposed to be, or this is what it's going to look like. We're just not there yet, Spirit just said. So somebody's waiting to make their next move. Somebody is working through some old baggage. I'm going to go with this feeling of old baggage for a second, because I feel like old baggage is holding them back. And maybe you feel that, and you're helping them say, you know what, it's time to move on. Yeah, you didn't have a relationship that didn't work, or every relationship you've had up until now didn't pan out, but you've learned lessons. You're in a good place. As long as they're not saying it was always somebody else's fault, that's a red flag. Okay. It was always their fault. That's a very narcissistic person. So listen to how they talk about their past. If they say, I've had a hard time with past relationships, and I'd like to have a good relationship, but I can't figure out how. I'm still learning. I'm learning how to have a good relationship. So they're willing to learn. They're willing to talk about their feelings. They're willing to figure out what didn't work in the past and what could they have done differently. I have a Queen of Wands. I definitely an attraction to you. I will say that. I would say that they're saying they like your spunk. Okay, so maybe you have a very bubbly personality. Maybe you are very optimistic. Maybe you are exciting to them in different ways. So, but I'm going to say they're turned on. I am. I'm going to say they're definitely a chemistry here. And you feel it. So you could be very attracted to them. So, Spirit, are they the right one? I have a 10 of Wands. It's going to take some hard work for this person, a little bit of more of an effort than most. Now, it doesn't mean that they won't be worth the effort. It's kind of like this person could be worth the wait, or I just see something in them maybe somebody else doesn't see in them. Can I have some clues, Spirit? Please share with me some. Not everybody's perfect, Spirit's reminding you, like, somebody isn't going to come into your life and have everything about them is perfect. There's some baggage here with this person that they know and they're aware of, and they're trying to work through. I have short. Okay, so height could be average height, something like that. I am trustworthy. What I am telling you is the truth. So if they're telling you, I'm just not sure what I'm looking for, or I need time, or I want to take it slow. I would say that that's the truth. I would say that they mean that from their heart, and they're not saying it just to keep you on a string of some kind. I like curves. I like you just the way you are. I like that. I like this feeling of they're turned on by you, and this feeling of don't change for me. You know, you're perfect just the way you are. That feels good. I have the letter L. I have a nose. Okay, maybe there's something distinctive about their nose, or somebody has a nose ring or something like that. I have them very spiritual. I feel like this is a spiritual connection. I do feel like we go into some deep dive conversations. So that could be something that you're holding on to, that even though this person has some baggage, this kind of deep conversations is giving you hope that they're willing to work through some of this pain, or just kind of move on at this point with you. I have the letter V. I have a mouth, but I'm going to say I'm willing to talk. Okay, that I am willing to talk about problems. I'm going to go with this. I don't know. Maybe somebody out there has a nose ring. I have the letter A. I have I'm a good listener. We need to talk. Okay. So whatever this deep conversation is, it helps with some of the clarity, because in the beginning of this reading, I had, what are your intentions? And then over a period of time, I can see that we're getting closer. I can see that we're opening up more. I can see we're communicating more. So those are all good things. I like your style. I like how you look. I like everything about you, is how that just came in. The letter N. Let's get two more. I love how you smell. Okay, I always love that card. I have an I and I have a U. Okay, beautiful. Spirit, can I have a question to ask? These are little questions. They're kind of fun. Let's see what Spirit wants to ask us. Okay. I have a yes or no question, then draw a card. Okay, we had this in our Taurus reading as well. An even number means yes, and an odd number means no. So ask yourself now in your mind, what is your yes or no question? Maybe you have somebody in your mind. Maybe you're wondering, is this the one? When we said, is this the one? What are their intentions? Yes or no, Spirit? I have an odd number, the number 21. I have a no, and I have a family room. So it's coming into me as, do I feel at home with you? You might not be feeling at home with this person just yet. It doesn't mean you won't, but if you don't know where you stand with somebody, you're going to struggle with, I don't feel at home. Emotionally, I don't feel like I know where I stand. Going back to, if it's the right one, if it's the person you're meant to be with, that person's going to help you to feel secure. That person is going to, you'll feel like you know what's happening next, or where you're headed next, or what it is that they want next. So keep that in mind. But this person right now isn't quite at home with you yet. Doesn't mean they don't care about you, or into you, or attracted to you, but they still have that guard up. They still are weary of being hurt, all those types of things. I have a journey. Okay. They're ready to get on this train. They're ready to start this journey. They see it as a journey. They see it as something that we have to go through this together. I'm okay with that. We'll travel long distances together. That kind of tells me that we could be in this for the long run. And I have a female energy. So that came into me as, I don't want to break your heart. You know, the person who genuinely doesn't want to lead somebody else on and is honest with them up front, I respect. So if they're very conscious of your divine feminine energy, that you're very caring and you're very loving, they don't want to take advantage of that. So part of me feels like I'm just trying to be honest, and I think time will tell in this particular case. Spirit, tell me more about this feeling of, I want to go back to, can we get over some of the old baggage? Is it resentment? Is it anger? What's the baggage? You know, are we holding a grudge? What are we doing? I have a 7 of cups. I have a 7 of swords. I have an 8 of pentacles, wheel of fortune, 9 of cups. I'm going to say that this person was lied to, and I'm going to say there were many others, okay? Like this person could have been cheated on more than once, okay? This person could have been lied to by not just one person, but many people. So they're holding on to that like everybody's a liar, everybody's a cheat, something like that. You've got to show them that you're not that person and that they can be at home with you and that Spirit has brought you together for a reason. So I'm going to say that they've just got to get over this feeling of everybody. You know, no, not everybody is a liar. Not everybody is a cheat. Certainly you aren't. And that you're different. Okay, so you stand out. Bottom of the deck is a Queen of Wands. So you stand out in some way, all right? And this loving heart, this loving passion, I'm going to say overrides the things that they tell themselves, the broken record in their head that I'm always going to be, you know, hurt by somebody. So I think this queen is somebody that they can put on a pedestal almost and say, you, I trust. You, I feel that you love me for all the right reasons. You, I feel that you're going to be good to me if I'm good to you. So I do feel like this queen is strong enough to wait it out. You probably see something in this person that you didn't see in anybody else. And like I said, it could be definitely worth the wait for you. So only you can tell and you can decide. Spirit, is this person going to make the next move and start to show me their intentions? Let's see. I have in a year from now. Okay, so that journey could take a while. That journey could be, we've got to go through kind of this, I don't want to say ups and downs, but I want to say just an investment in time. This person could be a time person that once they get some time under their belt, they start to believe that it's working. They start to believe that this is a good relationship. So they go by time. We've been together for 3 months and it's still good. We've been together for 6 months and it's going good. So a year mark would probably be their deciding factor, that, you know, I'm in it forever energy. I have remain positive. Just love them, you know, be happy with them, allow them to heal while they're in this journey with you. You can heal and fall in love at the same time. And I have forgiveness. Allow them to forgive whoever is holding their energy. You know, somebody's obviously holding their energy with some resentments, and that's something that they have to learn to let go, but only they can do it. Forgiveness is to heal yourself, not to heal the other person. Is something going to change in the very near future? Spirit saying yes. So I'm going to say that queen is strong enough to wait this out and to allow this person to do some healing within this connection, if that is something that you're willing to do. But I'm going to say, you know, this is going to be time will tell. Definitely. I mean, yeah, they're turned on by you. Yes, you are turned on by them. We're going to have to invest some time into this person to see where we end up. But, you know, if it's meant to be, you'll feel secure, and there'll be a day that they do feel at home, and we do have that family room together. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to this channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. I did upload some new readings, some half-hour readings on my website in the last week or so, so check those out. I hope you enjoyed your reading, Pisces. We'll see you again real soon.